Thanks for texting us, Julie, to tell us that we had no sound on the video.
Thank you.
Man. Everybody's
Anyway.
chiming in on YouTube. No sound, no sound. All right, let me go get Mama. Mama's going to actually watch us on the big screen TV.
In fact, what he had done is told her to raise her hand. So raise your hand, Mama.
Raise your hand, Mama.
There she is. She's over there in her recliner. And Tommy's going to set it up on the TV set where she can see it there. Yep, here we are. Hey, Pratt Family Homestead. Rain Country, Amanda's Garden, Pickers. How y'all doing tonight? Tommy's he's got it set up, I think, where it's going to come on with no sound, where Mama can watch us on the TV. So, anyway, he's setting it up. I guess y'all can see that cluttered up table right behind me. That's because I've been hanging pictures today, and I've got them all on the table.
They can't see it now. They can't see the clutter.
No, now they can't. Y'all can't see the clutter now.
And they can't tell that we're on the TV back there.
They can't. No, you can't see it.
Right there.
That's so strange looking.
So Mama's watching us, and I've got the sound turned down on the TV set. I don't have it turned down as far as I had it on here a moment ago. Sorry about that.
Hey, Tina Weber said that YouTube is about 4 seconds slower than Facebook. Said it's weird.
Really?
Huh.
Interesting.
Huh.
It's a pretty significant delay, but I must say the video looks good. I think we've got better lighting on us right here than we do sitting at the table in our normal spot.
It's all in my glasses, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's in our glasses. Boy, we could really put some light on us now.
Yeah, I want to turn that on because that's a warm light.
I know, but it's...
Is it too bright?
It's probably going to be too bright. Try it. It's probably going to...
That's nice and warm.
Oh, you meant like warm, like... Oh, gosh. Yeah, you can't. That's too much. That's too much, yeah. I look like a ghost. I already look like a ghost.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Tommy said we've been really busy.
Well, show them what you got. You want to show them what you...
Yep, we got some stuff in the mail. We haven't been busy doing this, but I ordered my apple trees because when we went to Virginia, we stopped and got some Fuji apples, and they are amazing. And I checked it out, and we can actually grow those here. It only takes like 300 to 400 hours of chill hours. And so we get that here in Mississippi.
Now, I had no idea that we could grow apples. I mean, sure enough, apples.
Yep.
Here.
Real apples. So anyway, I've got 2 of these and 1 Jonathan. I had to get a Jonathan for a pollinator. So anyway,
hopefully we'll get those in the ground before they die.
And I was supposed to plant my strawberry plants. I'm gonna do a video on that, or either do it live when I plant my strawberries. I cleaned out my bed good for it and everything. So excuse me. But what zone are we in? 8. We're in 8, zone 8.
That's good to know. I never can remember what zone we're in.
Yep. So, but I'm excited. I'm so excited. Of course, it'll be a few years before we have apples, but at least we'll be on the way if those dreaded lawnmower blades stay away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've planted other fruit plants, but they didn't survive, whether they died or son or husband ran over them with a lawnmower. So, anyway, and hopefully, we're going to put wire cages around these, though. Okay. So, no excuse for you, but it's got to be goat proof.
Okay.
To keep the goats away from.
We may have to get like a fence panel and bend it into a circle.
Well, if we just did like 3 T-posts, I think we could do just some of the wire fencing around it.
Yeah, but it's going to have to be, well, yeah, we could do that. But it's going to have to be, you're going to have to reach them way around it because them goats are,
Yep, they're bad.
Cameron is texting us.
Oh, yeah, that was a text.
Yeah, he said every time I watch, Mom seems more comfortable on camera. She is. She's a natural. She's the rock star around here.
I just pretend we can edit it if I mess up. No, I know everybody messes up, so y'all know I messed up too. So,
life on the farm just got real. This is just
That's
real.
right.
I brought that up here.
I know. I saw that. That's what made me remember the strawberry plants. Also, I ordered some grower pots. That's what you call those, like those black nursery pots, 3-gallon nursery pots. And I think I'm going to replant these apple trees in that just to let them get a good start. I think I can plant the apple trees out like even in January.
You think?
I'm going to talk to Rebecca Bates, our extension agent. She said that's what she typically will do when she orders plants. Well, they'll get a good start and everything. So, anyway, I'm going to talk with her and make sure I'm doing that right. The strawberry plants, I put them in the refrigerator because that said you can save them for like up to 30 days in the refrigerator if you don't have time to plant, which I'm planning on getting that done this week. So, I'm real excited about having strawberries again. We've had them before. I got Sweet Charlie and I got Ozark. So we're going to have one whole box dedicated to strawberries. And,
that's going to be our strawberry bed.
That's going to be our strawberry bed, yep.
I keep bumping this. I
know.
It's normally you bumping stuff. Sorry, I've been, I'm just not, we forgot all about our show until just a couple of hours ago. And because we've been so busy and having a good time. And, well, we were having such a good time. Casey Parker Wheel. And there's Julie. And that's what I was going to say. I just remembered to open up the stream on Facebook so I could see and speak to folks.
How come mine doesn't say that, like that they're watching?
Because you're on YouTube, and I'm on Facebook right here.
Oh, sorry.
Mark Fuel. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Mark is the owner of a sweaty LSU hat that he bought, that he got at the auction we did for Big Bear and them. Kevin Van Norman. Hey, Kevin.
Speaking of which, I got my yarn in.
It's from the Sullivan family homestead, from Dana Sullivan.
Hand spun yarns and crochet.
This is alpaca yarn. Hush, you.
Anyway, I'm excited, and she sent me the sweetest note, and saying that she can't wait to see what I make with it. But I do crochet some, and I'm learning to knit. But my good friend Melissa, which if she's watching, it's going to spoil the surprise. I told her I had her a surprise because I'm going to actually give this to her because she will really, really appreciate this. And so, and see what she makes with it.
Now,
because she is a master.
Don't forget, shout out to Janet Garman.
Yes, Janet actually.
Timberlake.
Yes,
Timber Creek.
She really, this is the one that I got at the auction. She got, oh, my thing went away.
It's probably dead.
It's probably dead. Anyway, she got these two. And she actually sent them over to me. Me and her was in a bidding war, and she won.
And she won.
But she gave them to me.
Yeah, because she's got her own business.
And so I'm going to bless my friend Melissa. So, with these.
I can't, Patty,
I'm excited about that.
Put your laptop over there, but...
well, why can't you?
Because the cord won't reach.
Oh.
I can plug it in.
I'm going to pull it up on my phone.
Okay.
Anyway, what else did I say I was going to... Oh, and I ordered, now somebody, who was I talking with? I can't remember who. We talked about it. Those little plastic clip things that clip like that when you, to stake your tomato plants. Let me make sure this is turned down. I ordered some of those.
What the heck? Oh. Hang on a second. Somebody's asking. Yes, Donna. It's Dana Sullivan. And, well, she's got like her personal Facebook thing on here. So I don't know if I want to. Sullivan Family Homestead. I'll tell you what, Donna, if you will, yeah, Sullivan Family Homestead. So I don't know if any of them are in here. But if you will send an email to yarn@aldermanfarms.net, and I will get you in touch with Dana, and you can go from there.
It's so pretty, but
and it's so soft too.
Mr. Rain asks, "Is that a Country Living grain mill over my shoulder?" And yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It's our Country Living grain mill. It's the best grain mill that I've used. I've used 3, and it's by far the best one. It's still, I
mean, it's just built like a truck, you know, I mean.
I still have to use my muscle, what little muscle I have, and so I really would like to. I wish, I bought another one. What's the name of that other one I bought? Family Living Grain Mill, I think.
Hey, buddy.
That's electric, but it does not grind the flour as fine as the Country Living. I like it much better. So.
Hey, Teresa. Kayla's mom watching.
Hey, Teresa. But anyway,
yeah, well, we threatened to put a motor on it. We threatened to rig up a bicycle attachment.
Yeah, at one time I really, really wanted to do the bike thing, hook up to it, but we do have an exercise bike, but it doesn't have the right wheel thing.
No, it's one of those wheels. It's a fan. Doesn't really have a wheel.
Yeah.
So I would imagine somebody could make it work, but I don't know. Hey, Coach Blake. Hey, Amy. But yeah, it's very well manufactured and it's very good. So. And
y'all, we're expecting the baby goat any time now. I keep checking her, and she hasn't had the baby, and she keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm like, at first I just knew she was just having one, but now she's gotten so big. I'm hoping she has two for her ease, and it's good to have two.
You know what we weren't expecting?
Yeah, we got something we weren't expecting.
We weren't expecting baby chicks.
The day after Thanksgiving,
The day after Thanksgiving. So they were probably born on Thanksgiving Day. 6 of them. There's Mom. I don't know if that's Dad or not. You know, chickens don't do that kind of stuff. They're not very faithful. I go out in the barn, I'm out there doing my chores, and I start hearing cheep, 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 and I think, wow, what is that all about? And I look around, and here's this hen with 6 baby chicks in the yard. And I said, and y'all, we can't figure out where in the world she was sitting at.
Yeah, because, we've had coyotes coming up and everything, so I wouldn't think she went very far away from the barn.
But she had to have been sitting out. She may have been in the loft, you said.
Well, she could have been, but usually they don't make it too good falling down all the way from the loft.
She could have been behind something. She could have been up underneath that freezer.
She could have. We have an old freezer our neighbor gave us that we've got up on blocks, and I bet you she's up
that ain't redneck at all.
Well, to keep our feed in. Actually, I've got my greenhouse supplies stored in it right now.
Stuff in it.
But look, I found some eggs in a garbage can that was turned on its side out there by my greenhouse. There was a garbage can by my greenhouse, but it had blown over, and I found eggs in it. There's no garbage in it.
They're laying everywhere. The chickens are getting out.
Yeah,
we're way behind on cutting wings, and
we always have our animal problems, don't we?
Yeah.
But I have big plans because Tommy's going to fence out here in front of the house.
Yep.
And so
already got the fence.
You know the deck that Bill built. I'll be able to sit out there on the deck and watch the chickens. And on the front porch, too. Yeah, we'll have chickens in our front yard.
And I found that link the other day with several neat chicken tractor ideas. Because we were thinking about building one on a trailer bed. But a lot of these, they weren't.
I know, and they do have those giant casters. And all I want to do is be able to move it a little bit.
Casters? I don't think casters will work.
Well, something like that. But giant wheels you can buy. Because I thought I was going to have that bar that goes between the wheels and stuff.
No, I think we can.
But I think I'm gonna design you one.
Design it, baby.
And then I'm gonna make it.
Go ahead. You can do it.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Somebody had said something or asked something.
Somebody had said something.
Yeah, Mr. Rain. Yeah, Rain was saying how she loved hers. They've got a motor rigged up on their Country Living grain mill.
Really?
He rebuilt it. See, I haven't learned about engines yet. If my son Cameron was here, he could fix me up an engine, I think.
Ooh, they got a peanut butter grinder for theirs.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool.
I didn't know they even had that yet. I haven't looked at the attachments. I don't need to look at attachments because I've been spending too much money.
That would work, David. She's talking about. She said you're talking about like hand dolly tires, like the tires on a hand dolly, hand truck. That would work. I mean, I don't know. We'll just see. But there were some interesting designs in there that did not involve using an existing trailer body, and so.
Hey Pia, she said hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, and we did. We had a great time.
We had a great Thanksgiving.
Everybody was here, and
except Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron wasn't able to come, and my great niece wasn't able to come, and her husband. Is that it? There was one person.
What?
This little darling.
Oh, bless his heart.
He was sick for Thanksgiving, y'all. And so he stayed over at our trailer, and everybody was over here, and we would take turns going back and forth, checking on him and spending a little time with him. And he wanted me to take this picture for y'all and ask y'all how y'all liked his hair. He went in the bathroom and fixed his hair, so... Anyway, but poor little thing, he wasn't able to be here either. So.
And look, and he had been planning on it.
And he had played. It's his third cousins probably,
yeah,
but
third
it's the kids in the family. Our family is very spread out, so it's probably his third cousins that he that's around his age, and he's played with before. And he was, my cousins are coming, and poor thing.
Oh, and he just got his trampoline, for his birthday, and he had been thinking about it for what, 2 weeks?
I've been planning on it. Yeah.
And then suddenly he got this. You know how kids sometimes will get this fever virus or something. Not really any other. Well, he had a little congestion, and he's running high fever, and we just couldn't.
104 high fever. He had been out. My Aunt Rosie was here, and she brought her fiance's grandson, and he's, I think, 10 or 11, something like that. He's older than Tomas, but they had played that morning because they got here that morning, and they had played out on the trampoline and everything. And
hey, Sandra.
Tomas came in, and I felt, he just looked, he had those glassy eyes, and I felt of him, and I said, he's got fever. And, of course, we don't want him to get around Mama and everything, too. And he had been over here the night before and all that morning and everything. And I told Julie. Julie was here. We cooked so much food, but it was really great. We did it Tuesday and Wednesday we cooked. Really. And so Thanksgiving Day went off without a hitch. Everything, was ready and everything. But anyway, I told Julie, I said, oh, he's got 102 or 103 fever. And she said, oh, he don't feel that hot. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's hot and everything. But went home, had 104. I missed it. But it's so funny how kids are different. That's what Julie and I were talking about. Because with her kids, you felt the top of their head. That's how you felt their fever. But with Tomas, and that's what Julie did. She felt the top of Tomas's head back here, but Tomas's fever is in his forehead. And I've had some of mine. You could feel their hands. That's where you could really feel their fever. Yeah. So, but
poor
everybody's
baby.
different.
He was so upset, and he kept going. He kept going to the front window in our house over there, craning his head to see if and for the most part, he didn't see anybody till late in the day, and then he saw him on the trampoline, and he just, that little lip just poked out. And
I asked him not to go over there close to the trailer where he would see them, and they listened. They stayed over here, Mama's house, but anyway, but it was a good day all in all.
Yeah, first time we haven't fried a turkey in I don't know how long because Julie had one that weighed about 78 pounds.
17 pounds.
It was a big joker. It looked like Big Bird or something. Yeah. But it turned out really well.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a delicious turkey.
Yeah, and it's always nice to have that broth to add to the dressing. Oh, we had some other pictures we should have shown. Cameron had a first. He called Wednesday night.
Oh, yeah. I should have got him to send me those pictures.
He sent me a couple of them. But anyway, he made dressing for the first time. And it turned out really good. He said it was a hit. And, he's up in Oregon, so I don't know. Down here in the South, my family, we don't put sage and stuff like that in our dressing. And so it's a cornbread dressing.
They probably call it stuffing up there. I don't know. Yeah. Cameron, they call it stuffing up there?
Yeah, but I think stuffing's different. But
oh, maybe it is. Maybe it's different things.
Well, I think it's more with bread rather than cornbread.
Oh, okay.
I think. And it's got the sage and stuff in it. But anyway, so he brought it to the Thanksgiving that he had with his friends, and he baked a turkey too. And so, anyway, he said it turned out good. It was a hit. So, I'm glad about that.
Yeah, that's right. I wish I'd thought about having you send me those pictures. Julie wants to know if Tomas is better now.
Well, I don't know. I've texted Chelsea and I hadn't heard back from her. So, I know the fever hadn't been spiking as high.
But he still was having fever.
As of Saturday.
Was it Saturday? I know at least Friday he was still having fever. And
Anyway,
poor little fellow. So, but speaking of Thanksgiving, Patty had the last.
yes.
So this was the Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, this is
right?
our last Tuesday market. It turned out to be a really good market.
And that's just a little sampling of what Patty brought to the market.
No, that's about all I brought.
Oh, is
I
that
think
about
that's
all you
it.
brought?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't bring those pumpkins.
No, not the pumpkins. Those are Craig Smith pumpkins.
Yeah.
And there's my table set up.
What's those jars under there?
The jars. Oh, Mr. Spencer had brought me honey the week before to sell for him, and he ended up coming. And look, our market is right close to the railroad tracks. It's called Railroad Park.
And you can see by that photograph, she means close to the railroad track.
Yeah. So, anyway, but the kids loved it. Tomas came to the market. He had come Monday evening, and I wanted him to be able to be at the last market. But
God, look how much that lady in the background. Who's that look like?
Well, I know who it is. Her name is Tammy.
It looks like Cher from Two Family Homestead.
Oh, it does.
Under the Fred sign.
It does. It does to a certain extent. But since I know her, and that picture looks like her, but in real life it don't.
So what is this?
Well, I wasn't ready to show that
Oh,
yet.
what do you want to show?
Anyway, that's good. That is, remember I told y'all that we were doing a basket, a giveaway basket, Night Suburban. And each time leading up to the last market, each time a customer made a purchase, they could enter the drawing. Well, this is what all the vendors ended up donating. There's broccoli, cabbage, what else is there? Collard greens, egg custard, honey, cinnamon bread, pumpkin bread, 2 jellies, spices, sourdough bread, homemade candy. I mean, just it was a basket. It was truly a blessing. And let's see, show the picture. Where's the girl? Right there, yeah. Show that one right there. And this is the girl that got it. And we were so excited, y'all. She's a young lady, and she has her 2 kids and everything. I asked her if I could show this, and we had started picking it up when I thought about taking the picture. Anyway, she comes to the market. She goes to every single vendor and she buys something from everybody. She really is a good supporter of the market. So when Rebecca, we drew her name, me and Rebecca just was like, yay! We were just so happy that she's the one that got it, because she deserves it, because she's really so good.
That's neat. You hope it works out like that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And,
because everybody got to enter, but see, she got to enter a lot because she bought something, and she didn't buy something from everybody just to enter.
no, apparently she does that all the time.
Yeah, she does that all the time. So
she comes and she makes an effort to support the local producers.
Yeah, and and week before last, I thanked her. I said, thank you so much for coming out and supporting the market.
Yeah.
You know, so and I found out when I called her and she had to come back to the market. She'd already been there that morning. She had to come back to the market to pick up her basket of stuff. That she lives way out of Ruth, which is
that's the other side of the world.
Almost 30 minutes from Brookhaven or longer. So
it's the bottom of the county. I mean, the very farthest point you can go in the county, just about. But but that's how local producers can survive, if people come out and support them and buy the stuff that they offer. And I don't know if you saw it. I posted a link. I shared a link on our Facebook page the other day. Hey, Alex, Leanne, Mark Hayno, Julie Morgan Palmer said they put sage in their cornbread dressing.
Okay.
But anyway, there was I don't remember what periodical it was, but there was apparently they're noticing a shift. You know, the average age of farmer is getting older and older and older and older in this country. But there's a growing number of highly educated people, 35 and under, that are leaving corporate America to go start organic farming, and small scale stuff. And it was a really encouraging article, and so I think the tide may be turning. I mean, we've been saying for years that every year that goes by, more and more people care about the food that they eat. They care about where it came from. Those people who don't mind eating meat or want to eat meat enjoy eating meat, but they want to know that the animal lived well. They want to know it was cared for. They want to know that it wasn't pumped full of chemicals and hormones and things like that. And people, you know, as far as vegetables is concerned, they care that they're not. They don't want them bathed in pesticides, and they don't want them sort of artificially coaxed to live by chemistry. They're beginning to understand and know that they want their food grown in living soil with a healthy soil biology. So as more and more and more consumers think like that, then there'll be more and more opportunities for farmers to meet that need. And anyway, I was encouraged by that article. So if you'll go to, I think it's on our Alderman Facebook page. I meant
to read that too. I never did read it. I wanted to read that.
I think I shared it in our Friends of Alderman Farms group too. So if you're not friends with Alderman Farms on Facebook, search that and join the group.
Loaded Sink and Mr. Rain were talking about the dressing and stuffing. Said dressing is in a pan, stuffing is in the bird. Okay.
Well, that makes sense. You stuff it in there.
Yeah. So that makes sense. So
like a turducken. Y'all, that was a fun video. I saw this video. His daughters, and it's really, now this is the other side of the coin. I just told you about consumers getting educated, right? This man, and these girls were not young teens. So one of them might have been 14. The other one looked like she was 17 or something, 16 or 17. And they baked a turkey, and they got ready to go in and cut it. And the dad says, "Oh, what is this?" And he pulled a chicken out of the inside of the turkey. Now, you know, how many of you have heard of turducken? You know, that's a Cajun dish. I guess it's Cajun, where you'll have a turkey, and inside that turkey is a chicken, and inside that chicken is a duck, and they cook it all together. I don't like duck. I like wood duck.
We like Muscovy ducks.
Like Muscovy duck, yeah. But anyway, these girls start screaming how horrible it was pregnant. You know, and the dad was just going, no, you know, and then it was all fun and games once he explained they lay eggs, dear, you know, but I thought, wow. I mean, the girls were horrified at the beginning, you know, so anyway, hey, Connie and Rex, or Connie, or Rex.
Hey, y'all. Pia says that she loves oyster stuffing. Oyster stuffing is yummy to them. We make oyster dressing.
Dressing.
Yeah, we call it oyster dressing. And my sister actually made some of that this year. And she made, I'm getting a cramp in my leg. She made dirty rice too. We don't always have dirty rice and oyster dressing, but that was something my daddy always made. So
I could eat a 5-gallon bucket of oysters, raw. And I like them big. I like them that big around where you got to chew them suckers up.
No, it's oyster. Pregnant with a cut off head.
Yeah. It was bad news all around for that turkey.
That's too funny.
All right, so.
But hey, that goes to show, was that a true video?
Yeah, no, it was like on Facebook.
That goes to show you how.
They filmed it for the prank.
People don't, even older kids don't realize where their food comes from or how it's grown, you know, from an egg. And stuff, so. Yeah.
Hey, I know what. Let's show them a picture of the chair that you went and bought. Patty went to the furniture store the other day to buy
on
a
Black
chair.
Friday. I don't go shopping on Black Friday.
Yeah, she don't go shopping on Black Friday, but she went on Black Friday because she needed to go. She wanted to go buy.
I want a chair to
go. Chair.
In the upstairs room up there.
Right. So is this the chair?
No.
That's not it?
No, that's not it.
You sure that's not it?
No, that's not it.
How about this? Is that the chair?
No, that's not it either.
But
we have that because you showed up.
Oh.
That was your fault. We wouldn't have got that if you wouldn't have came.
Patty went to the store to buy.
That really was your fault.
That's true.
That was your fault.
She went to the store to get a chair. Didn't get a chair.
Well, I wasn't going to spend $450 for a chair that's going to go up in the bedroom that you're not going to sit in that much.
Right. Was that the Black Friday cost?
Yeah.
Golly, what kind of chair was it? Was it made out of gold?
No, recliner chairs. They're just expensive. And it was a recliner that the foot thing comes out, you know.
Oh.
And so I just wasn't going to spend that much money. So I was just...
And she didn't. She spent way more than that.
Because you came.
So she goes to the store to get a chair, and she calls me a little while later. She says, look, she said, I'm not getting a chair. I said, oh, okay. She said, but you remember that bedroom?
Y'all remember that bedroom furniture? I showed it to y'all.
Did you?
I think we did. Well, we told you about it anyway. It was too expensive, and I didn't think it would fit in the room because we measured, and so we didn't get it. So I wanted matching bedroom furniture because I've never had matching bedroom furniture.
It was 50% off.
Yeah.
It was a Black Friday deal.
Yeah.
So she came home with 2 sofas and a new bedroom.
I got it.
She got it.
I got it. Yay. I don't have my bedding yet.
We're not finished.
I gotta make that, I think. I think I'm just gonna...
But look how neat that is, y'all, and it's made out of wood.
Yeah, it's real wood.
It's real wood, so it came with 3 pieces. The that dresser, I don't know, what do you call the thing in the middle? Which one is what?
That's a dresser, that's a chest of drawers.
Oh yeah, a dresser, the chest of drawers on the right, the dresser in the middle.
See, that's the nightstand, and it's big, and so...
We don't have room for a nightstand on either side of our bed.
But I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make the kind that attached to the wall.
But I mean,
with a lamp
we don't
on
have
it.
we didn't have room for one of those.
No, we can't put it there.
So anyway, so we're you know, they had an interest-free thing, and so we said, well, we'll just do the interest-free thing, you know, and just pay, you know, do some payments with no interest, 0 interest.
Yeah.
And so while we're waiting on the paperwork, I had to go up there.
Yeah, they had to go. They had to witness
go sign
his
it.
signature.
They had to witness my signature. And so while we're waiting on the paperwork, we were sitting in that. Actually,
or
it was
something
one
like that.
similar to it. And you know, anyway, one thing led to another, and we got those 2. Oh, that pillow right there was that was not only made in China. It was actually made in China.
And bought in China.
And bought in China, yeah, from one of our missionary friends brought that pillow back to us from China. So anyway, we're pleased because
and we only spent as much as we would have spent if we'd have bought the furniture at regular price.
Yeah, that's right. We got the whole bedroom suite. Plus a sofa and a love seat for the same price that would have been just the bedroom suite.
I've just never had.
It was a heck of a deal.
I'm just glad. I'm glad. I was going to paint the furniture that I have to make it all match, you know, because like I said,
you deserve it, baby.
Oh, thanks, brother. But who said Noah's Ark said, "Bet it's heavy." We wouldn't know because we had them deliver it.
Yeah.
So,
set it up.
And set it up. They asked me, it was $30 to have it delivered and set up. And he asked, "Do you want it delivered?" And I'm like, "Well, is there a charge for that?" Yeah. He said, "Where do you live?" And I tell him, I was not far enough out of town that there would, you know, be an extra charge. And so he told me it was $30. And I said, my husband would wring my neck if I didn't have it delivered and make him do it. So, because I cleared it up, because you can see the stairs behind me. Him and Corey would have had to carry all that stuff. And those guys, after each piece, except for the little table, they had to stop. They had to stop. They were huffing and
puffing. And they do it for a living.
Yeah.
And so that was a good $30, babe.
Thanks, Dawn. I know you'd be happy.
Yeah. So.
So I'm excited about that. So we've been.
We've kind of moved in. I mean, that you know, we've kind of mostly moved in. We spent our first night up in the loft last night, and then so today, our buddies Bill and Jennifer and Rayleigh came over.
Bill is the man that Corey used to work with.
Yeah, and he's the handyman. He has handyman services here, and there's no job too small. He'll do it. And so if you're local and you need a handyman, holla at me. I'll hook you up because Bill will do it.
And he's honest, and he is a very
fast worker, conscientious. He'll save you money, and one of the neat things about Bill's service is that's hard to find with like a contractor or something is you got one lamp that needs fixing, Bill come fix it. He, come try anyway. He don't have to. A lot of times you'll get a call and say, "I'm sorry, that's just not enough to pay us to come out."
I mean, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, but Bill will come do one little thing. He'll come fix your refrigerator, and he'll come, whatever. And I think once you have him over one time, you'll be calling him again. But so anyway, I had an idea. Patty felt like we needed to go ahead and do that top rail up there.
Yes.
Because neither one of us have ever been a sleepwalker. But boy, that'd be a horrible way to start your career as a sleepwalker. You would start it and end it with one step off of that. And so
it started now.
It started, and that quilt's not going to be there forever.
Yes, I wish it matched. I'm not a big lavender person. I think lavender's pretty. It's just not one of my colors.
And that came from like my great grandmother or something.
Yeah, isn't it gorgeous? And I've washed it, and it had a few spots on it and stuff like that, and it washed so good. And I think it's so pretty, but it's just not me. But
so it's going to eventually be a solid wall.
Yeah.
And what we're hoping to do, y'all remember I showed y'all pictures a couple of weeks ago, I think, of the old 2-seater outhouse behind the little church down the road. We pulled the tin off of it, and it's rusted and old looking and all that. Well, we're probably gonna put that old tin off of that outhouse on the outside of that frame right there.
On the half wall, yeah.
And we may take the wood from the outhouse and put it up on the inside. That
And he always laughs at me for pointing. He's using the cursor to point.
Yeah,
I'm
taking the cursor and pointing to the picture.
Yeah.
So, but it's y'all the wood on that outhouse. I mean,
it's nice.
The 1x lumber is 1 inch thick at least.
Yeah.
And the 2x's are 2 inches thick at least. And it's been, I don't know, it's been there 100 years at least. And so anyway, Bill is the handyman, and Jennifer just is kind of has an eye for.
But wait just a second. I want to say congratulations to Kim Farmer. She got a new baby niece for Thanksgiving.
Yay! That's better than 6 baby chicks.
Yep. Or furniture.
Yep. That's right. Yep. Neat. Well, congratulations.
Yes.
That's very, very neat.
And
thanks, Tiffany.
I do love the quilt. Y'all are making comments on here about how pretty it is, and it is. And I know, gosh, when you look at all those little stitches and everything, they know that they didn't buy material that already had some of the zigzags in it. They did them all by hand.
I need to take a picture of that and send it to Sarah.
It's just amazing, but it just don't match. I'm thinking I may put it in one of the bedrooms.
Yeah.
So.
I need to remind me to take a picture of that and send it to Sarah, because she's a big quilter.
That's right.
All the quilting societies and all that kind of stuff. So,
Sadie Black.
What?
Sandy Black said, "Bet that outhouse could tell some stories." Huh?
Yeah, a 2-seater.
Yeah, it was 2-seater.
That's what did Bill say? I bet that was entertaining or something. Or awkward. I mean, and those seats are pretty close together too, but.
Mary asked if we're going to put a railing on the stairs.
Yes, we are.
Yes. On both sides. We're going to have railing on both sides.
Yes, we are. But that was the first. And we're actually going to put, let's see, we're actually going to put, I don't know if you can tell it from this. No, you can't really. But there'll actually be a rail. You can't tell, never mind what that means. But just to the left of that little nightstand is a little short area about that far that'll also have a little rail set there. And so yes, but if you can, Patty, move your head. You can see back there behind Patty's head right there, we did that today.
The what? It looks like whiteboard up there.
It's not really white, it's yellow pine or spruce or something, but we cased that in to cover up the cracks, and I don't know what you call it, but it finished it out. And Bill is always eager to help, and he's good at what he does. Oh, and what I was going to say was, so Jennifer and Patty went over to the other house and started gathering up stuff and brought it over here to hang things around.
Noah's Ark said, I don't understand two-seater outhouses. Did people used to have potty parties?
Yeah, I don't know. So that old gun, we hung that old gun up above the front door. That is an old 32. It's an octagon barrel. It's you notice the shape of the butt. It was not to go on your, well, it was to fit like right between your bicep and your shoulder joint. You could shoot it one hand off a horseback, and you'd had to have a good one hand to shoot it because that barrel is heavy. But that was the point. It wouldn't kick. And so it is, I don't know how old it is, but it belonged to one of my great uncles, and it came down to Daddy. And so we've wanted to hang it on the wall for years, and we now have it on the wall.
And wait, I wanted to tell them too. Oh, you switched it. Well, there you go. Okay, back and forth. The picture on the left is my papa, my mama's mama.
Daddy.
I mean, my mama's daddy. And he lived to be 106. And then the middle picture is Tommy's daddy with Chelsea. And then the picture on the right is Tommy's mama and daddy at their 50th wedding anniversary.
Was that their 50th or 60th?
I thought it was their 50th.
It probably was, Patty. They were married 60 years before Daddy died. Mm-hmm. But you're right. It was their 50th wedding anniversary.
Yeah. So we got that hung up.
Let's see. Oh, and I was going to point out, I've already showed this picture, but that little plaque-looking thing is carved out of a piece of a tree, and it is one of the famous little alleyways in Bogota, Colombia. And so that was made in Bogota, and
Chelsea and Guillermo gave us that for Christmas one year, I think.
Yeah. So we've got so much more to hang, but we didn't take pictures of the hooks and all that over here.
Yep, that's right.
So that's
hey, Wanda.
On the left of the stovepipe.
Yeah, that's a stovepipe going up to the middle of that.
That was that a Christmas present for me, or it was a gift for me? The frame deal where little local magazine did a story on us here at AldermanFarms, and that's Papa holding Tomas right there on the cover, and they got a copy of it and had it framed. The kids did.
No, I did.
Oh. I thought the kids went in with you.
Well, maybe they did. I don't know, but I remember going and having to talk to them about how to do all that stuff because I've never done all that before.
Oh, well, maybe they just helped you figure out how to do it or something, or what to ask for.
I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, well, it's
Thank you, Sandy. Right? Sandie.
Yeah.
Sandy.
Yeah.
I want to say Sadie. How do you spell Sadie? Sadie. That's what's throwing me off. Because
thank you, Terry.
Yeah.
It's
I'm bad. I'm sorry. I'm bad with pronunciations.
Yeah. Well, normally on Sunday nights about this time, we say, okay, it's time to sing. We're not going to sing tonight.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
if you've been noticing me, I've been sucking on cough drops. I've got sinus drainage, sore throat. And so we're going to pass on singing. I'm sorry.
Not bad, but a little bit.
Yeah, I hope you guys, and watch our viewers are going to go pew 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 pew, or they might go up. They might go up. Oh, it's not singing. Let's tell everybody to watch. So anyway, so what else?
I don't know. It seemed like there was something else I thought about.
What do y'all want to talk about? No Shave November is going well. Oh, I know what
I like it.
Yeah, hang on a second.
What?
Oh, yeah, just talk.
Where's my tree at? Okay. I'm excited about getting the strawberries in. And y'all, I don't know if y'all know, I know some of y'all know about this, but talking about the strawberry plants, you plant them now and you actually will get a harvest in the spring. And so that's one thing. I mean, not a lot of fruits are going to be that way that you plant. I also need to get my blackberry plants in the ground. I had repotted them when they came in, bare root, and I need to go ahead and get them in the ground too. I'm going to plant them inside my garden fence, you know. You told them about that last week, I think. No, you ordered it, huh?
Yeah.
That's right.
Beardcommander.com. Shave when you're dead.
Shave when you're dead?
Yeah. I got me some Wonder Balm. And you know what it smells like? Pipe tobacco.
It smells
and
good.
It really does. It smells like pipe tobacco. Howard over at Homesteading with the Cases put me on the Beard Commander folks, and he actually. So I recommend you get in touch with Howard over at Homesteading with the Cases, and he can tell you what you need to get from beardcommander.com. Shave when you're dead.
Mr. Rain asks if that's tongue and groove on the walls. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It is tongue and groove.
It's tongue and groove on the walls, Mr. Rain.
It's everywhere. And I love it now, but when we were putting it up,
and on the ceiling, Mr. Rain.
We were not loving it when we were putting it up, but we love it now.
The rooms in the back of the house are sheetrock. The hallway is tongue and groove.
Is tongue and groove too.
And the upstairs loft, the main room, is
well.
It's
we
not,
ran out of tongue and groove. It's not tongue and groove. It's
yeah, it was gonna be, but it just was.
We were supposed to have enough, but we didn't have enough.
Yeah, we didn't have enough. So
he said it looks great. Good. Let me see.
Look at showing some pictures.
Terry asked if I have any. Oh, sorry, I pushed the wrong button. If we have any more bread making videos coming up, and no, I don't.
No.
And the farmer's market's over. I may be playing a little bit with some bread. In fact, I've been thinking about. I wanna change up my roll recipe because I do sourdough rolls and everything, and so I wanna.
I'm laughing at Mr. Ray.
I wanna you know, play with that a little bit. I've been thinking about that. I kind of thrown around the idea of starting to do some pizza crust to sell at the market next year. I don't know if I want to add anything more or not, but you know, I'm thinking about that. So
technically, Mr. Rain,
thank you,
there's
Sandy.
no such thing as a pygmy goat free zone. Why, you say? Because pygmy goats go where they want. So you may say
that's
it's
been
a
our experience.
You
anyway.
you can put your little sign if you want to that says pygmy goat free zone, but pygmy goats can't read, and they're lawbreakers anyway. So
Jeff Elkins is asking if we have pictures of the outside. Oh, I love that picture.
This is one of my favorite family photos. Look at us in our overalls. I hope you can see that. There's a glare I'm trying to get rid of.
Yeah, you can see it. I can see it on the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yeah. And were we up here then?
No, No.
But we had already started raising goats and stuff.
Let's see.
Or is this photograph?
We had goats. We were living on McKee Road at that time because Corey was, one at least there. So yeah.
So that's going on the wall somewhere.
Wallace says, "What kind of wood?" That is pine, tongue and groove.
Yeah.
Pine, tongue and groove. So, and that's what it's age. I'm pointing. That is so strange that right there. This that looks white, that's pine also, but it hadn't aged like the rest of it. So I'm looking, my friend Jennifer that was here helping me hang stuff and everything, she said I could probably get some stain and just play with it on a few scrap pieces of wood just to try and make it go ahead and blend in. You can also take a strong mixture of tea and just keep putting coats on it and everything. I would like it to go ahead and blend in. So yeah, Julie's texting me. The first board of this it's 16 feet. And we thought it was gonna be a fast job. Just put up these 16-foot boards. Bam, 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 bam.
Remember now,
The first
where life on the farm just got real.
Yeah.
So what she's about to explain to you is real.
Yeah,
It's not smart, but it's real.
of course, we got the center of the ceiling and start there and work out where everything would be even and all that.
And
No
we're
big
up on
deal.
this scaffolding.
Yeah, and so and none of us like heights too much. So we put the strip going down. We started over on that end and went straight down that way. Well, that first run was easy.
Oh yeah, it was easy.
Bam,
Nothing
bam,
to
bam.
it. Wham.
You know, had to make sure it was, I guess, going straight and all that kind of stuff. And so then it comes next time to go ahead and start going out. And here comes 16 feet board. I was on the ground. Tommy and Julie were up on the scaffolding. And so I'm handing up the 16-foot boards to them because it's going to be fast, you know, with 16-foot boards and everything.
Oh,
it
we'd
ain't gonna
have it
take
up in no
long,
time.
You know, it's,
2 hours later, we were still working
they
on
still
that
working
second board.
Yeah. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but not much. So then
And Patty's down here on the floor the whole time saying, "Why don't you cut it? Why don't you cut it?
I'm seeing.
Why don't you cut it?"
I'm seeing the problem. They're trying to conquer the problem up there, twisting and turning, and oh my
I was
gosh.
wore out.
So they say, well, let's try 8-foot boards. Okay, cut an 8-foot board, hand it up to them.
2 hours later.
Yeah, 8-foot boards were easier, but not that much easier.
So we finally get on the YouTube and
Yeah,
we find a
you did,
video
go on
from
YouTube.
this old house, you know, Bob Vila and the boys. And they're doing tongue and groove on a ceiling. It was outside under an overhang on the front porch.
Bam, 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 bam.
Just, tickoo, 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 tickoo. They were using like
4-foot
4-foot boards.
Yeah.
So
Tommy's like, cut them 4 foot.
cut them 4 foot and do it now. That was so stupid. But, you know, it was a great story. We told it 100 times.
We still did some 6-foot boards.
We
you
did.
know.
We did throw in some 6 foot, but we didn't
Yeah.
do any more 8-foot ones, and we
No.
certainly didn't do any 16 or 12.
Well, on the very bottom, we would start on the bottom. Did we start at the bottom or we start at the top? How did we start?
I don't
forget.
remember.
I think we started at the bottom. Or I don't know. I can't
Hey,
remember.
I got a question here.
What?
Hey, Sandra Evans from Washington State. Our oldest boys are up there next door to you in Oregon. She says they have 2 pygmy goats. What other breeds of goats can they breed with safely? The only one I can think of is a Nigerian dwarf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'd want to stay with the smaller goats. It's different when you
But
have
that's
a big
the only
mama.
that's the only other one that you can think of, right? Pygmy goats
Yeah, that's
and
the only-
Nigerian dwarfs.
Well, there are some brush goats that are smaller,
Yeah.
and then sometimes you have the mini Nubians. You know, the mini goats. What it is that they've crossed a pygmy and a Nubian. You know, to get them or a Nigerian.
But I'm telling you,
to
I
get the
wouldn't do
mini
that.
goats.
I wouldn't allow a mini Nubian to breed a pure pygmy.
Because it's going to still be big. You know.
Yeah, I would. The only other breed I would allow to breed a pygmy would be a Nigerian dwarf. And of course, what I would do is sell the pygmies and buy Nigerian dwarfs. That's a running joke between me and Mr. Rain because
What are you talking about? No, get Nubians.
yeah, unless you like the little ones. But I don't know how.
I do. I love those little
I don't know
goats.
about how Nigerian dwarfs are, but pygmies are evil.
I think we'll
They're-
find out.
Pygmies are of the devil.
I would love
They-
a little Nigerian dwarf.
They are
goat.
born with the idea of to escape. There's not an
That's
enclosure
been
that's ever
our
been.
experience.
There's never been an enclosure built by man or beast that a pygmy goat can't get out of. I don't care if it's made out of tungsten steel or whatever. They, I ain't got no time for no pygmy goat. But the Nigerian dwarfs have got great milk. In fact, Nigerian dwarf, if I'm right about this,
Yeah,
Nigerian
they've got
dwarf
good
has
milk.
the highest butterfat of all dairy breeds.
I believe so, but I mean, you're going to be. This is
Yeah,
going to
but
be
you
your
have to milk
and-
them with tweezers.
Well, I mean, you know, I've got a video where I showed me milking one of our
Yeah.
little goats, and I mean,
She's got tiny little teeth.
The milk flowed really easy.
Yeah, it really did.
Not that hard.
It really did.
It was
You
not
would
that
think
hard.
it was hard, but I mean, all you had to do is put a little bit of pressure, and the milk just came flowing out.
Yeah, it really did.
But
I want to say
hey, Heather.
hello to North Dakota Pink. She said good night. She jumped in.
Oh, night,
but
Pink.
she's gonna catch
Heather
us
Brock,
on the-
we are in central Mississippi-ish, so we're not on the other side of the world from you. She's in northeast Georgia mountains.
Does Rain and them have pygmy goats?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Well, she says she loves hearing you go on about pygmy goats.
Well, we hadn't done it in a while, but me and Mr. Rain used to get tired up about them goats all the time.
And did you answer that are Nigerian dwarfs less stubborn? Did you say that?
You know, from what I understand, yes. And of course, it's going to vary from goat to goat, just like with any, you know, some different breeds of animals have certain breed distinctives, but then but they're also, they have their own personalities. So I could tell you that overall, Nigerian dwarf goats are going to be more docile, more humble than pygmy goats, but you could run into one that thinks it's a pygmy, you know, and then you could run into the odd 1 out of a 10 trillion pygmy goats that is like a perfect gentleman or a perfect lady, and it's like, yeah, put me where you want, I'll stay. Mm-hmm. But
Nubians are an ornery goat. You know, they can be ornery.
They can be.
We call them the girls, the Nubian girls that we have. We call them the girls, and they get out every day. I watched them this morning.
Not anymore. That fence back here's just been laid down.
Yeah, they stepped right over the fence this morning. I watched them step right over the fence. They just walked right over there and started eating.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I put the fence back up today.
Did you turn it on?
No.
Yeah. Well.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. We're about out of time.
Mama Pia says to tell you hello.
See, Sandra Evans says, yep, one of our pygmy goats is a sweet girl, but her sister is evil. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
Yeah, yeah. Pia, a girl that watches our YouTube show all the time, said to tell you hello. She said hello.
Me and Tomas got to watch a bunch of Phineas and Ferb when I was holding him the other day. So,
Mr. Rain says the best goat is the one someone else raises and tends and shares their milk with them. Yeah.
Well, as far as personality is concerned, in our experience, an Oberhasli is the most docile. That Spree's an Oberhasli.
Our Oberhasli.
Well, I said in our experience, you know, she is just she's a doll.
Mary Stone said that South Africa just won Miss Universe and Colombia second, Jamaica third.
Wow!
Isn't that something? Guillermo will be so excited.
Well, but according to, that's Columbia, Mississippi, the way she spelled that.
Well, you know that's not what she means.
It's Colombia. 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 That's great. Well, he'll be tickled to death.
Mary.
Hey, there's Dana Sullivan. Dana.
Hey, Dana.
Dana is on Dana Sullivan's in our Facebook feed. Dana, we were showing off Patty's goodies.
Yes.
And folks were asking about you and if you sold your stuff. So why don't you post a link for me on how you would like to direct people if you want them to come see your yarn for sale, and I'll make sure to include it. Include a link in the YouTube video description as well. You can post it on Facebook if you want in a comment thread right there.
Okay, Mary Cleveland said that her daughter had a Nubian goat that would come in the house and lay down on the couch. And our girls will. We raised them in the house from when they were little in a playpen. And so they're bottle
pine
fed.
shavings in it.
Yeah, they're bottle fed. Tomas helped raise them. And yeah, they would walk right up in the house, no problem. But the little dogs now, they would run them back out right.
Yeah, but they don't. You know, they haven't even gotten on the deck in a long time.
Yeah, they haven't. Well, that's because of the dogs, though.
Yeah.
That's because of the
dogs. You know what? We're out of time.
We are out of time.
So I'm sorry we didn't get to sing and sign for you tonight. Just allergies and stuff, and it probably wouldn't have sounded too good anyway. I should have just let Patty sign, and I could hum or something. But we don't even have time, but I still want to remind you, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it all to the glory of God. And just remember that all in the Greek means all. So there's nothing that you can ever possibly do in your life that you shouldn't do to the glory of God, because He's worthy of it. And He's such a good God. We just came through Thanksgiving Day. But gosh, I hope we don't live our lives to where we give God thanks one day out of the year. Our lives should be lives of thanksgiving to God, because He just gives and gives and gives. Yes. And if you've been born again, if He never gives you another thing, He's given you enough. He's given you the most unbelievable thing in the world, and that is His own righteousness in trade for your sin. The most unfair exchange ever. He's a good and merciful God, and we're thankful to Him. And one of the things that we're thankful for on during this Thanksgiving season is you. We are very thankful for y'all that care about what we have to say and what we do here, and share our Sunday evenings with us, and it means a lot. And so with that, we will. Okay, hang on. Dana says she does sell it, and so Sullivan Family Homestead on Facebook, right, Dana? That's the best place to get you. Sullivan Family Homestead, or you can. Well, there may be other Dana Sullivans, so I'm just going to go with that, Dana. Sullivan Family Homestead on Facebook. Sullivan Family Homestead on Facebook. If a moderator can grab a link to Sullivan Family Homestead on Facebook and post it in the chat box on YouTube, I'd be grateful. And I'll add it to the description after once I have a chance to edit the description. Yes,
it's very, very nice, y'all. Very, very nice.
So if soft.
If there's anybody that you know, if you crochet or knit, or anybody you know crochets or knits, this would be an excellent Christmas gift.
And it's certified flea free. There are no fleas in it at all. It's
very unique, very soft. So, and Dana, I was telling them that I'm actually gifting this to a friend of mine that is just she's the one that's trying to teach me how to knit. She is a master at knitting. So anyway, she's going to be thrilled.
Y'all. We are over time. We appreciate you guys. We love y'all, and we will see you next time, if not before.
Good night.